Jacob Fatu just exposed the most disgusting family betrayal in wrestling history, and his shocking reaction to Roman Reigns being hospitalized has revealed the toxic truth about the Samoan wrestling dynasty that WWE has been desperately trying to hide. What Fatu said about his cousin's condition isn't just heartless, it's a calculated attack designed to destroy Roman's legacy while he's at his most vulnerable. The vicious and cold-blooded statements Fatu made about Roman's hospitalization have sent shockwaves through the wrestling world and exposed the fake family unity that the Anoa'i family has been selling to fans for decades. This isn't just sibling rivalry, this is a systematic attempt to overthrow Roman as the head of the family and claim the throne through the most cowardly means possible. What makes Fatu's reaction even more infuriating is that he waited until Roman was completely helpless and unable to defend himself before launching this backstabbing assault on his character and position. The timing of these comments, while his cousin fights for his health, shows a level of cruelty and opportunism that would make even the most heartless villains disgusted. But here's where this story gets absolutely sickening. Jacob Fatu's reaction wasn't spontaneous emotion or concern for family. This was a premeditated media campaign designed to position himself as Roman's replacement while his cousin is fighting health battles. The calculated nature of his statements proves this is nothing but a power grab disguised as family concern. The lies and manipulation in Fatu's public statements about Roman's condition are so extensive that they've completely destroyed any credibility he might have had as a family member or professional wrestler. Instead of showing support during a difficult time, he chose to spread rumors, make accusations, and paint himself as the victim in a situation where he's the one causing harm. Here's what makes Jacob Fatu's behavior even more pathetic: he's using Roman's hospitalization as an opportunity to air years of petty grievances and jealousy that he's been harboring. Sources close to the family reveal that Fatu has been seething with resentment over Roman's success, and he saw this medical emergency as the perfect chance to strike. The betrayal of family trust and loyalty that Fatu has committed is absolutely unforgivable. While Roman is dealing with serious health concerns that could affect the rest of his life, his own cousin is out there making public statements designed to undermine his position and reputation. This is the kind of snake behavior that destroys families forever. But the most disgusting aspect of Fatu's reaction is how he's trying to portray himself as the concerned family member while simultaneously launching attacks on Roman's character. He's using fake sympathy and manufactured worry as weapons to make his vicious comments seem justified and reasonable. The medical privacy violations in Fatu's statements are potentially criminal. By discussing Roman's private health information in public forums, he may have broken multiple laws regarding medical confidentiality and family privacy. His reckless disregard for his cousin's right to privacy during a health crisis shows his true character. What's even more enraging is that Jacob Fatu is using this family crisis as a marketing opportunity for his own career. Every interview and statement he makes about Roman's condition includes shameless self-promotion and positioning himself as the real head of the Samoan wrestling legacy. He's literally profiting from his cousin's pain. The psychological manipulation tactics Fatu is using are straight out of a sociopath's playbook. By mixing genuine family concern with subtle attacks and self-promotion, he's creating confusion and doubt about Roman's leadership while appearing to be the supportive family member. This is textbook emotional abuse. Here's the smoking gun evidence that proves Fatu's reaction is all calculated. He had professional cameras and media teams ready to capture his spontaneous emotional response to the news. The entire thing was staged and scripted to maximize impact and media coverage. Nothing about his reaction was genuine. The financial opportunism behind Fatu's media blitz is absolutely sickening. While Roman is fighting health battles, Jacob is out there negotiating endorsement deals and media appearances based on his connection to the story. He's literally trying to build his career on his cousin's medical emergency. But perhaps the most heartbreaking aspect of this situation is how it's affecting other family members who are genuinely concerned about Roman's well-being. Fatu's toxic behavior and media manipulation are creating additional stress and drama during an already difficult time for the entire Anoa'i family. The lies Fatu has been spreading about the family's internal dynamics are being exposed by other family members who are finally speaking out about his years of jealousy and resentment. Multiple sources confirm that Jacob has been plotting to undermine Roman's position for months, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. What makes this betrayal even more pathetic is that Roman has consistently supported and helped Jacob throughout his career. He used his influence to get Fatu opportunities, defended him during controversies, and treated him like a brother. This is how Jacob repays that loyalty, by attacking when Roman is at his most vulnerable. The medical misinformation that Fatu has been spreading about Roman's condition is not only dangerous but potentially life-threatening. By making false claims about his cousin's health status, he's creating panic among fans and family members while potentially interfering with actual medical treatment. The psychological damage Fatu's betrayal is causing to Roman during his recovery cannot be understated. Dealing with family betrayal while fighting health battles could significantly impact Roman's healing process and mental well-being. Jacob's selfishness could literally be harming his cousin's recovery. Here's what makes Fatu's behavior even more disgusting: he's been reaching out to wrestling journalists and insiders to spread negative stories about Roman's leadership style and family relationships. He's actively trying to poison the wrestling community against his hospitalized cousin. The corporate manipulation behind Fatu's media campaign is becoming clear as wrestling promotions see an opportunity to exploit this family drama for ratings and revenue. Jacob is allowing himself to be used as a pawn in corporate games while his cousin fights for his health. But the most infuriating discovery is that Fatu has been shopping himself to wrestling promotions as Roman's replacement while his cousin is still in the hospital. The level of opportunism and disloyalty is beyond anything the wrestling world has ever seen. The international wrestling community is appalled by Fatu's behavior and the complete lack of family loyalty he's displayed. Wrestling legends from around the world are speaking out against his opportunistic attacks on a hospitalized family member. His reputation is being destroyed globally. The legal implications of Fatu's behavior are becoming serious as Roman's legal team considers action for privacy violations, defamation, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Jacob's reckless statements could result in massive financial liability and potential criminal charges. What's even more pathetic is how Fatu is trying to use social media to manufacture fake sympathy for his position while simultaneously attacking Roman's character. He's posting manipulative content designed to make himself look like the victim while his cousin is fighting for his health. The pattern of toxic behavior from Jacob Fatu is now being revealed by former associates and family members who are finally speaking out. This isn't his first attempt to undermine Roman's position. He's been engaging in sabotage and backstabbing for years. The medical professionals treating Roman have reportedly expressed concern about the additional stress Fatu's behavior is causing during the recovery process. Family drama and betrayal can significantly impact healing, and Jacob's actions could be directly harming his cousin's health outcomes. But here's the most shocking revelation: Fatu's reaction to Roman's hospitalization was apparently celebrated by certain wrestling executives who see it as an opportunity to create drama and storylines. The fact that corporate interests are exploiting a family medical crisis is absolutely disgusting. The psychological profile emerging of Jacob Fatu shows someone consumed by jealousy and willing to destroy family relationships for personal gain. Mental health experts who have analyzed his behavior patterns suggest he may be incapable of genuine empathy or family loyalty. The betrayal has extended beyond just Roman to include other family members who are now questioning Jacob's character and motivations. The entire Anoa'i family structure is being damaged by one person's selfish ambition and toxic behavior. The financial damage Fatu's behavior is causing to the family's wrestling legacy is staggering. Sponsorships are being pulled, business relationships are being severed, and the family's reputation built over generations is being destroyed by one person's selfishness. Here's what makes this situation even more heartbreaking: Roman's children are now old enough to understand what's happening and are witnessing their father being attacked by family while he's fighting health battles. The psychological trauma this is causing to the next generation is unforgivable. The media manipulation campaign Fatu has orchestrated includes fake interviews with supposed family insiders and fabricated stories about Roman's condition and family relationships. The level of deception is so extensive it requires professional public relations support. But perhaps the most disgusting aspect of this entire situation is that Jacob Fatu is using his cousin's hospitalization as a springboard for his own wrestling career. He's literally building his professional reputation on Roman's medical emergency and family pain. The international medical ethics community is condemning Fatu's public discussion of Roman's private health information. Medical privacy laws exist to protect patients during vulnerable times, and Jacob's violations of these principles are being investigated by multiple regulatory bodies. The long-term damage to the Samoan wrestling legacy caused by Fatu's betrayal may be irreversible. Generations of family unity and mutual support in the wrestling business are being destroyed by one person's jealousy and opportunism. The psychological warfare tactics Fatu is using against his hospitalized cousin represent a new low in professional wrestling family politics. Using someone's medical vulnerability as an opportunity for character assassination goes beyond competition into genuine cruelty. This shocking betrayal by Jacob Fatu represents everything wrong with modern wrestling culture, where family loyalty means nothing compared to personal ambition. His vicious reaction to Roman's hospitalization has exposed the toxic truth that even blood relationships can't survive the corrupting influence of fame and money. Wrestling fans worldwide are disgusted by this display of cowardice and opportunism that proves some people will sacrifice anything for success.